Hello, Eliseo Gamiño. Today here I want to talk to you as a parent. I have two daughters in college, and they were looking forward to taking some general ed classes here at North District Center. And I'm a strong promoter of dual enrollment. I know that back a few years, Golden Plains, was graduating over 20 or 25, 24. And it was something that we want to continue. When I first joined the school board back in 2018, we had about 8 or 10. After the pandemic, we had 1. But the next couple of years and the work that has been done, our superintendent reported that we have cohorts of above 30 or above. And let me tell you, for parents, it's a money saver, because 1 year, or if you can knock out 2 years of college general education, that's about $60,000 if you're able to graduate with a high school diploma and a community college degree. I would like to make it public that a lot of the parents have talked to me and said, hey, my daughter, my son, and wanted to take classes that are transferable, standalone. I know there's a lot of certification classes that it's 3 units, 6 units, but those classes don't lead to a degree or are transferable. And so sometimes there was a misconception when I came onto the board. We had over 200 students enrolled in dual credit, but when I would ask how many of those classes count towards high school, college, and university, which will be standalone, very few. So my one of the items that I've been promoting, as well as full support from the trustees, is to beef up our dual enrollment, because that's the pathway to a better way of life here in America. And for a lot of the farm working families, myself coming from a farm working family, and we have a $40 million building. I drove by it earlier today, and that parking lot's practically empty. The West Side Transit's there to take adults or youth back and forth should they need a service. But it's like a ghost building, and don't take it from me. You do that business. And so we're in the business of education. I also believe that by communicating and working with other superintendents surrounding communities, there's no reason why kids can't be bused, and give them a head start. They lost the whole entire year already. And so with all the COVID monies and ESSER monies, there's no restriction why we can't think out of the box and really fill in those classrooms, because it's sad when you walk in there and it's an empty $40 million taxpayers building there. And so, like I said, we're starting that conversation. The other item is I want to commend the city and our chief for taking on and keeping our community safe. There's always, as we grow, my dad always used to say, crece la familia y crecen los problemas. The family grows, and so the problems grow. But he's been able to maintain a very great community to raise a family. I've been fortunate to work in different school districts, including Fresno Unified, and the challenges of urban cities. Let me tell you, I don't envy nothing they have. This is a great place to raise a family, and it's part of what I'm proud to say. I live in Firebaugh. We got the river, we have a college, we used to increase enrollment, but it's something that with the right leadership and the right discussions, diplomacy, we're going to probably be the best community college, the best community, and have the best community college in the state, and a place to raise a family, and that has no value. No price on it. The other item I do want to share is I was fortunate. Again, I only speak as a parent. I attended the entertainment Cantaloupe Harvest Cantaloupe Festival, and back in the day when we used to hire, I don't know if you remember DJ Danny in the Mix. For a lot of years, he had a lot of English as well as Spanish, but we're getting older. But one of the things that surprised me is that out of almost a $20,000 budget, about 9,000, close to 10,000 is going on the sound system, and that's $10,000, and during that's a lot of money, to be honest with you. I just want to suggest, in the city, if you can invest maybe on a sound system. But when we used to hire, and I participated in the entertainment committee, we used to hire a band or a norteño group. They had all the equipment. They would come and install. There was sometimes 15-20 minute gap while they get connected, but maybe just prices have gone up. But if $10,000 are going for a sound system and $10,000 to hire the bands, I think it's time for the city to really look for some of the COVID ESSER monies, less restricted monies, and lease it. I know you guys have, the different halls, but even I'm tempted to, buy the equipment as long as you guys give me a 4-year contract, and 4 years will be paid by itself. But those are my comments. And lastly, Bethany already talked about the Joaquin Murrieta ride. I'm part of the committee. Juanita Orozco, who's, her dad was brought those traditions from Jalisco. She's leading the Joaquin Murrieta committee. We're going to start there by 33 and Morris Kyle, and do either the walk, it might walk to Mendota, or those that have a horse, go on the horse riding. And so hope to see you there if you can handle the heat. Thank you for your time.